There is one way of operating that I'm going to share with you. That this one way of operating gave me the most peace I've ever experienced in my life. And it can and will for you too by leveraging this one thing. I'm a man that came from massive anxiety. Massive anxiety. For most of my life, I suffered an anxiety I couldn't sit still for more than 6 seconds, and I was addicted to doing. I couldn't be. What I'm going to share with you right now is the one thing that will change any man, any woman, and free them from any addiction beyond just being. It's actually integrating. It's integration. See, learning is what happens. We get addicted to learning. We get addicted to doing. We get addicted to this thing. And this thing is actually anxiety. I always have to do something. And so when we have to do something, we don't actually integrate the thing that we just learned inside of the doing. So learning doesn't change your life at all. It has never changed mine. Ever, 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 ever. In fact, it is a part of us that just feels like I'll say the word, mental masturbation, where we think we're actually getting ahead, but it's actually not real. It's a false illusion that we're actually getting a result. But we don't. We don't get a new result because we don't integrate the actual learning from the program or from the thing. So integration is what changes your life. It's learning and then integrating the actual learning by not learning anything fucking else. Nothing. So it's that simple. And this is coming from a man that I remember 4 years ago when I got so deep into personal transformation. I lost 100 pounds. I made my first $1 million in my bank account. Life was really good. But it wasn't enough. I felt like I wasn't enough. I didn't know that, but I kept learning. I was discovering more about me, but I wasn't integrating me. I was integrating the training, and my girlfriend would say to me, "You're the same person 4 years ago. You're doing all these trainings, but what if you could stop?" And I couldn't because I was afraid to actually integrate the thing. So it's important to look back at what you learned. It's important to look back and actually apply the thing and see the thing you actually did over the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, the actual course you took, the actual training that you did, the actual thing that you actually completed, that you did. And look back, look at your notes, look at your journals, look at what you did, and actually feel it. Feel it in your soul, feel in your heart, feel it. So integrate the learning with the mind, with the soul, with the system. So when you go back in your journal, inside an experience you went through or a course that you took, in this case, if you're watching this right now, likely you took my course, likely you went through my freedom experience and through the Power Pods. You worked with me and you're watching this right now. And so you're integrating right now in some capacity by watching this, right? And so whoever I'm talking to right now, it's about going back inside and looking at your journals, going back and saying, wow, I actually didn't realize I used to be that man. I didn't realize I used to be that man, right? In your journals from you when you wrote 3 months ago, 6 months ago, or when I took that course, last 90 days, you look back at the learning of the course and you reintegrate what you learned by reading it, by going through it. And that's where the magic is. That's where the transformation is. That's where it is. So I need to teach you something. I'm going to share something with you. Something most people never learn about integration is simply that you have to allow it. You have to stop it. Stop the pattern of learning more and doing more. It's about becoming more by integrating more. Most people don't have a learning problem. They have an integration problem. Think about it. How many books have you read? How many podcasts have you freaking read? How many trainings have you watched, over and over and over again? And how many breakthroughs have you had? How many times have you actually said, wow, I integrated all of that or just that or those things. This changed my fucking life. How many times have you said that? Right? This changed my life. Versus actually, shit, I actually didn't do anything different with this information. Right? Or you learned something, but nothing changed. You read all these books and nothing changed. You went to these courses and nothing changed. Why? Because learning and transformation are not the same thing. Knowing and becoming are not the same thing. They're not. Knowing, becoming, not the same thing. And hearing something and embodying something is not the same thing. Most people are addicted to learning, like I said. They consume. They learn something, they feel good, and nothing actually changes. Integrating changes people. It's going to change you. Embodiment changes people. It's going to change you. It will change you. Identity changes people. It will change you. Because ultimately, learning is hearing it, and integrating is living it. Learning, living, and leading it. Leading it is when you become it. So in order to live it at a higher level, live the thing that you learn, you must integrate it. See, learning, what I've seen in so many people is just they want to understand it, and they want to keep understanding it, right? But they don't realize in order to understand it deeper, they got to let go of the why and actually become it, right? Because learning is just awareness, and integration is embodiment. And this is where most people get stuck. Like I said, because they think understanding it changes them, but it does not. It does not at all whatsoever, because these old patterns return. I call it the karmic cul-de-sac. You feel like you're actually getting results. The stories come back. The results are exactly the same because you didn't practice integration. So, this is why integration matters. This is why integration is taking a lesson, or going through your work that you did inside something and asking yourself the question, how does this change the way I live? Taking a lesson and asking, how can I actually take this lesson, the thing I just learned, and apply it in my life right now? Right? Because when you can apply what you learned, you will get a different result. This is how transformation happens. Right? How do I take this thing, integrate, look back at what I learned, and actually apply it at a deeper level? Right? If I apply this, how will it change how I show up? How will it change how I think? And this is required inside integration. Right? Because your standards will change when you integrate and look back. And it goes deeper into your nervous system. Your mindset, the way you see it will be completely different when you just do nothing. Stop and do nothing. But integration requires slowing down long enough to extract the gold. I call it extracting the gold. Extracting the gold is in the stopping of the learning and just focusing on integrating and living this shit that you just fucking learned. And then you become it. And you keep becoming. There's another level of becoming by going back through that cycle of learning something new again. Don't learn anymore. Stop. Live it and then become it in different domains of life. In health, in boundaries, in relationships, in love, new levels of fulfillment and happiness through becoming more by learning more and then integrating more, living it, and then becoming more. This is how we accelerate and grow. This is how we change. This is how we transform. So I'm curious on what you're hearing from all this. And I'm curious, where are you not allowing yourself to integrate right now? Most people need to embody what they already know. Where are you currently not embodying what you know? And so before we move forward, we're going to slow down for a moment. You're going to look back. I want you to acknowledge your journey. I want you to extract the lessons. I want you to extract the truth, right? Of whatever the fuck you just learned yesterday, last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. That is the challenge for you here. That's it. That is it. So, integration is the key for transformation, for permanent transformation, right? The opposite is the doer, is the person saying, no, go more, learn more. This is about integration in your life. This is about you integrating you, because again, like we spoke about at the beginning, learning doesn't change your life. Integrating and actually embodying deeper what you've learned does. So it's time to integrate. It's time to integrate.